So for today's Vlogmas, I thought I would give you guys a day in the life focusing on my neurogenic rosacea and basically how it affects me every day. If you already don't know, I have this strange, rare, shitty ass condition, and it makes it so my face, mostly my cheeks, sometimes my chin, my ears, this one's doing okay right now, but this one is not, and my shoulders and like the front of my chest will get really hot, like painfully hot, if I'm not cooling down. I've had it for 4 years now, haven't yet found a cure. So yeah, you could say it affects my life, and that starts with waking up at a very late time. I take medicine to fall asleep, otherwise I won't, because it's hard to sleep. This is my setup here. I have a fan right there, another fan right there. Basically, if I'm not in front of a fan cooling down, I will burn. So fans are my life. I sleep in this lovely recliner because sleeping in a bed became too hard. It was just too much, like I didn't have enough air on me, so here we go. And this is one of my many ice packs, and yes, it's not actually an ice pack, it's a pizza dough. I'll get more into this later. Right now I'm gonna go take a shower. I don't do this every day because half of the time I don't even leave the house, but today is a shower day. I like to do it when I first wake up. And you're probably like, oh, a shower, that's a normal thing, that's not impacted by this condition. Wrong. I'm sorry, that was traumatizing. I actually have to take cold showers because hot showers, like if I take a hot shower, I will have to cool down for like hours afterwards. So I've just adjusted to taking cold ones. It's not fun, but I'm used to it now. I will say it's a lot harder to do in the winter. This is my life. Welcome to my life. Whoa. So we got some cereal for breakfast, and breakfast means morning medicine. Yay! Not gonna go into everything that I take because that would be way too personal, but 4 different kinds. Love that for me. Actually, I'll tell you what this one is. This is vitamin D, because apparently I don't get out in the sun enough. Just call me Edward Cullen. So as you can see, this is empty now, and I have this fan over here. Whitney's here, she's watching Narnia, so I'm kind of watching Narnia. And now I need to clean my room, because it's nasty. Does this relate to my neurogenic rosacea? Not really, but it relates to my headspace, which relates to my neurogenic rosacea, because I don't know about y'all, but when I clean my room, no medicine has worked better than that. Here we have Bindi in her natural habitat, right next to her mother. You baby. Yes, you will, baby. So while I wait for my ramen noodles to cool down, let's do a little uppity-duppity-duppity-date. I've read like one more chapter of Little Women, so my comment is still nothing, except for the fact, hold on, what page was it on? She was describing this character, and I know this character is played by Timothée Chalamet, and I know I looked up the 1994 adaptation, and I think Christian Bale plays the character. You'll see what I'm getting at in a minute here. He's described as curly black hair, okay, Timothée Chalamet, he fits that, brown skin, big black eyes, long nose, nice teeth, blah 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 blah, but brown skin. Now I know this is an old ass book, and representation was like absolute shit. So maybe she's gonna describe him somewhere else, and the brown skin is just like tan white person. But if not, why are these white boys playing a character who is described as a person of color? Much to think about. As you can see, I've changed into my tank top. You don't know that I changed into it from my robe, but I did. I have my hair up since it dried. If you watch my vlogs, you know this is my usual look, a tank top and my hair up. Is it because I want to always wear a tank top and have my hair up? No, but keeping my shoulders unconfined, very important to my condition. Having my hair up off of my ears, very important to my condition. These are just little things that I've had to adapt to that I don't even think about anymore, but it's like my daily life. And I have one of my handy dandy ice packs, because even with the fan, I can get hot, as you see in this cheek. Now, not always does the redness coincide with the heat. Like, sometimes I'll be hot without the redness. Sometimes I'll be red without the heat. That's rare. You're probably like, why is this bitch putting a pizza dough on her face? Listen, I can't tell you why, but they work better than ice packs. And with ice packs, they'll be like, depending on what it is, they'll have like either like a thick coating that my face does not appreciate and it's like soft and like, no, my face does not want that. Or it'll be like the pure ice and it's like, don't put it directly on your skin, put a towel over it. And I'm like, I need the cold, even if it's not good for your face. So one day, years ago, my mom was literally making pizza with this brand of dough. And I was just like, can I just like put that on my face real quick? She was like, ew, but okay. And I did it and I was like, this is heaven. So we keep like, I wanna say 7 of these in our freezer at all time. It annoys the hell out of my family, but they deal with it. As you can see, this is a more used one because it's not like round. It starts round and then it eventually flattens by being melted and then refrozen and pressed to my face. And you might think, ew, you nasty. And yeah, but it works, okay? So like I said, I have like 7 of these in the freezer at all times. I always bring one to bed. I don't always have one with me. If I'm feeling okay, then, you know, they can stay in the freezer. But I always bring one to bed, and I always bring the same one to bed so that it like, when it stays out overnight, it's not like constantly being one that I'm always putting on my face, because I don't typically use it at night because like I'm sleeping, but just in case, and like for my mind too, like I need it there. So I keep the nastiest of the nasty for one nighttime, and then I would say once a week I refresh these so I'm not continuously using them, because that would be really nasty and they get to the point where it's like you're too thin to help me anymore. And I also put a thin plastic bag over this. I got one of those like the cheap of cheap sandwich bags, and this I only started doing recently. I should have done it sooner because one, it's another layer between me and the pizza dough. But the main reason I did it is because the dye on the plastic bag of the pizza dough would rub off onto my skin and my ears, and I would just get like green all up in here, and it just made me look nasty, and it was literally just dye. So with this, that doesn't happen. So Paelli's, this is your shout out. I don't use your dough to eat. I mean, sometimes we have actual pizza with these doughs, quite nice, but I buy your $1.29 dough multiple times a week, and I have been for like 3 years now, so you're welcome. I have thought about just making up a pizza dough myself and then like going through the process of freezing it. Haven't gotten around to trying that out yet. I don't know, I like that it has this bag and then I can put my little plastic bag over it, and then it works, you know? If you have a weird medical thing, I think you can relate to the fact that when you find something that works, you just end up sticking with it. Okay, I'm gonna eat my ramen noodles now. Do you want to learn a new trick? I saw this video on Facebook of these cats that rang a bell to get their treat. So we're gonna start trying to teach you this. This is gonna be our new trick for the month. Are you excited? Go through some of the usuals. Go, what I'm gonna do. Can you go? Can you do it? Look. Don't run away. Oh no, did I break it? You touch it? Can you do it? Come here. It's not scary. Come here. It's gonna take some learning. It's not gonna get on the first try, but I want to show her. Look, Bindi, look. Look. You go. Hey, come here. Just put your paw down. Ma'am. It's not scary. Look, sniff it. No. Ma'am! Well, That didn't work. We'll try again tomorrow. My eyes look so creepy in this. Like, what the fuck? I look like I'm about to murder someone. That Akko Taco moment when your ears decide to burn for no reason. So at this point, none of you are surprised, but I got barely any further in Little Women. But I did read another story in Christmas in the City. I read the one by Helena Hunting and LJ Shen called Just the Tip. This is about a girl named Reggie who is in Paris to find her father while her family thinks she is doing a study abroad. She's waitressing at this restaurant and she gets a table of this super hot British dude and things go from there. I quite enjoyed this one. One thing that did bring it down was it did kind of have that she's not like other girls kind of thing at some points, and I can't stand that. But overall, it was really cute, super steamy, like genuinely laugh out loud funny. The characters' interactions were so nice, and I just really liked the writing and the way it flowed. Funnily enough, one of my problems with the other short story that I read was that didn't really feel like a short story setup, and this one did, but by the end I was still wishing that I had a full-blown novel because I just really liked these characters, and I think this could easily have been a full-length novel. It does work as a short story as well, but I just think it would be even more rewarding as a full book, and now I want it. So I'd probably give it 4 stars, maybe 4.5. I don't know, somewhere in there. It was really good, like I said, besides some of the girl stuff and even some of the like manly expectations. Like there was this big chunk of the story, at least big chunk when it comes to this smaller setting or smaller scale, I don't know what I'm trying to say, where they're about to get naked for the first time and she's just like having this heavy inner monologue about like worrying about the size of his penis, and I'm like, okay. But yeah, overall it was really cute. I liked it. So I realized, because I have edited this vlog up until this point, I haven't introduced y'all to this little buddy, and this is like my main squeeze. Goes with me everywhere. What is it? It's a spray bottle filled with water. What do I do with it? It's not doing a whole lot for me now because my fan's not on, but it is a little lifesaver. Some other things you didn't see. I didn't put on makeup today, but if you've ever wondered why I still look super red even when I have makeup on, your bitch can't wear foundation. That just makes it worse. Also, I didn't leave the house today. Not that it cared. We're still, you know, having a time. But when I do, it can take anywhere from, if it's a good day, it can be really fast to like kind of cool back down. Other times it can take hours. Just a few little fun tidbits about my condition that I thought I would share because it didn't come up. But otherwise, I think you've pretty much seen a day in my life with this bullshit. If you have any questions, you probably don't, but if you do, go ahead and ask them. I would love to answer them. I mean, I don't know if I would like love to. I'm not like, oh, I can't wait to answer questions about myself. Yes. I hope that my shitty little condition makes more sense to some of y'all now, because I know when I just say it out loud, it's like, huh? And also, I kind of want to put this out there just because I can put, you know, neurogenic rosacea in the title. And on the off chance that someone's Googling it or looking it up on YouTube, they'll see, hey, it's me, I'm out there, I got this. Because I know that was the first thing I did, and I was like, I just want other people to talk about it with. And I don't have anyone, so if you have this, hit me up. I hope you don't, because it sucks. Also, this wasn't like a pity party, so like don't like feel like you have to comment like, oh my god, I'm so sorry for your struggle. I just wanted to broadcast it because, you know, that's who I am. And I know a lot of you obviously don't have my same condition, but you have conditions that limitate your life in some way. I know this because people have commented, and it's so good to just have that sort of like sense of community, even if you're not, you know, dealing with the exact same thing. You can relate to some of the same things, and it's nice. It's good to not feel alone, which we shouldn't, because there's 7 fucking billion people on this planet. Anyway, one last thing before we go. You already know what it is. What is today? The 7th. Oh my god, we're at Santa's workshop today. Also, there's not much. This doesn't feel very heavy. I know my mom didn't fill up all the way. She had to get more candy or something, but hopefully there's actually something in here. Watch, I open it and it's just like nothing. Oh, that's a lie. There's 2 things in here. Ah, look at my little balls. See you tomorrow.